This video is brought to you by Gladiator Concealment and S4 Tactical Gear. Links are in the description box below. What's up, guys? It's Michael and Kyle with AKM Tactical. Appreciate y'all watching. I want to take a few minutes today and talk to you guys about the dummy rounds from ST Action Pro. I actually picked these up on Amazon for like 11 bucks shipped for 10 of them. And some people's like, oh, that's pretty expensive. But, because you can get, I think Glock makes dummy rounds. You can get 50 of them for like 20 bucks. Yeah. But they're those orange plastic rounds. They're fine, but you need to understand that you're gonna rip the lip off of the rim of that round. Eventually, yeah. It's gonna happen. So they're gonna wear out. The cool thing about these they're aluminum cased, or they're not brass, but they're like an aluminum type casing or something like that. You're not gonna rip the lips off of these. No. You can run these rounds 400 million times and they're just going to keep on running, because they're stamped 9mm Luger. So it may be that they're taking a regular old round of some kind and taking an empty casing and then loading it with that. Yeah. They have a plastic primer in the back, and then they have a really bright yellow plastic bullet in the front. Yeah, neon, almost like a highlighter. Yeah, almost like a highlighter color. And what I use them for is for dry fire. That's kind of been my thing with them, because they are 11 bucks for 10 of them. I've been using them for dry fire, and then if I'm on the range and I'm actually doing stuff out there with dummy rounds, like loading rounds into my mag and then throwing a few dummy rounds in there every once in a while, I'll actually use the cheaper orange ones. You can use these, but you might lose them out on the range. Yeah, and we shoot in grass primarily. If you shot, on gravel or something, somewhere where it wouldn't be so easy to lose some dummy rounds, you use whatever. But because we shoot on grass, we tend to lose dummy rounds when. And first of all, for some of you that don't know, let's explain what you're doing when you're putting dummy rounds in with your live rounds. My biggest problem, and Michael will tell you, yeah, this is absolutely Kyle's biggest problem, is flinching when I shoot. Because you have a small explosion going off in your hand, right? And it's just a normal thing. It's a reaction to want to flinch, dip, pull, whatever. You're anticipating the shot. There you go. Anticipating the shot, anticipating the recoil. And so what you do is you throw a dummy round in the mix, and pop, and then click. On that click, you will see, if you have a flinch problem, which 95% of you probably do, you'll see it. You'll dip, dive, whatever you're gonna do, you'll do it at that time. Yep. And it's a great tool. It improves your shooting. It improves your consistency. And it's something that I have to incorporate into my shooting, and something that I should probably do more often. Yeah, and another thing about it is not only can you use it for that, but you also get that click instead of a bang, and so you can do the immediate action. Exactly. Drills. Yeah. That should always fall like that. Yeah. So you can get that click, tap rack, get back in there. So that's one thing that's really good about using dummy rounds. But the thing that I really like about these is they're not like break the bank expensive, and they're going to last forever. And especially if you're in a range where you can actually see, like it's not tall grass or grass in general, you can use these outside, inside, whatever. I like to use them for dry fire, and because I like to do malfunction drills in the house, things like that. And dummy rounds are really good for that, because I can set up any kind of malfunction that I can think of, type 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, and I can set it up with these dummy rounds. I can load my magazine with a bunch of them, and I can just keep on, clearing malfunctions or getting dry fire practice in, You know, any of that kind of stuff I can do with these dummy rounds, and they're just really good. They're cheap, you know, as far as, I mean, $11 is nothing. You know, that's nothing, and it gives you 10 rounds, and you can do a lot with 10 dummy rounds.
Yeah,
you can do about anything you want to do. You
can do a lot more. You can do infinitely more improvement with $11 worth of dummy rounds than you can with $11 worth of live ammo.
Absolutely.
So you want to be a better shooter? Get dummy rounds, do dry fire, you know, work on your craft.
You can see a lot of different things. You can clean up a lot of different problems with some dummy rounds and some time. And
all the shooters out there, all the guys that you watch on Instagram, whether they're speeding up their videos or not, I guarantee you they all use dummy rounds and they all practice, because that's how you get better. I mean, you can't just... You know, you're not just going to walk out there and be Jerry Mitchell.
That's right.
You know,
Jerry Mitchell uses dummy rounds.
So, I don't know. He might have just been born with lazy fingers and steady hands. I don't know. Anyways,
you got anything else?
That's it, man. Y'all and safety, guys.
Yeah.
Safety. Watch Reed Hendricks' video on dry fire. Watch our video on negligent discharges.
Yep.
And safety first, but that's an excellent training tool.
Yep. So be safe. Check them out. They're a good little investment. They can make you a lot better shooter for very little money. So anyways, guys, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. If you have any questions or comments, if you have ever tried these, put them in the comment section below. You can always jump over to the Facebook page. We always get into a more in-depth conversation there. We will also provide links to all of our social media outlets, sponsors, akmtactical.com, and I'll try to see if I can link these in there too in the description box below. We appreciate y'all watching. Y'all be safe.